here with freshman Nikki Aiken.
The course was a lot less hilly than I thought it would be. Like, people described it as like some really hilly course, and I honestly didn't think it was as hilly as everyone said, but it was a difficult course. But the 4K distance definitely was fun to run in, and it was different, but I think it was good for the team overall to just get that good hill workout in, and so that we can improve for the season.
And I know part of the strategy that you're working on in the first couple of meets is kind of practicing and training right through. Talk about where you are right now on that.
Training's going really well for me and for the whole team. We're getting our miles in and doing some hard workouts, getting ready for the next few weeks and even in November for regionals. So.
There's a lot of freshmen on the team, you included. Talk about that. Talk about joining the Yellowjacket squad, making the transition from high school to collegiate running.
I am in my second year of college, wise about freshman year competing. Last year I wasn't able to compete, and I was able to just like get in a year of training, and I was able to compete unattached as well at most of the meets, and so that was nice, and it was an easier transition for me to go from high school to college, I guess, with that year of strictly training and not worrying about like being on a team and everything. But it's definitely different from high school to college. There's a huge difference. And just that year of not competing, it was tough, but it helped a lot. But I think these freshmen coming in as well alongside me are doing great for coming straight out of high school and summer training and going right into these big meets. So.
And what are some of the things you talk about with the new ones in terms of competition and making the adjustment to college in general?
I just tell them that they need to like listen to their bodies mostly. Like, if it's sometimes going to be too much, then like back it off, or like race strategy. Like these first couple meets, it's about getting the nerves out, because competing as a freshman at the college level is very nerve-wracking. You've got all these 22-year-olds ahead of you, and they've got years of experience on you, and it's tough. But these first few meets are just about getting those nerves out and just doing your best that you can.
So this week the team is going to be in Bozeman. You're going to be up against some tough competition, D1 competition, D2 from CSU Pueblo. Talk about the team this week and competing there.
It's definitely a lot more competition than the last couple weeks. Like you said, D1, MSU, all those people, they've got some strong girls out there. And they go out really fast in the beginning of the race, and we just got to run our own race and not worry about them, I guess, as far as D2. Try to compete with them as much as we can, but we just got to run our own race, and hopefully we can stay up with Pueblo for D2, since that's one of our main competition as far as that goes.
And what are you looking forward to?
I'm honestly looking forward for my family to come out and see me run. They came out last year for this meet and for like when I ran unattached, and my grandparents are going to be there this weekend. So I'm really excited because they finally get to see me on the team, not running unattached. So I'm really excited for that mostly, and being in my hometown, and I'll get to see a lot of people that I ran with in high school and friends, and so I'm really excited for that.
Coach, on the women's side of things, the team's going to be traveling to Bozeman for a 3-mile race. Why don't you talk about the event this week and what they're up against?
Well, it's going to be a tough meet for them. There's going to be a lot of Division I schools there. The two Montana schools, Montana State, then Idaho State, Utah State, Colorado State, Pueblo from Division II in the RMAC. They'll be real good. And then Carroll College will be there. Carroll has a really good women's team. And then Rocky Mountain College will be there. And so we want to just give our younger runners some experience and try to get our upperclassmen to close up their pack a little bit, and kind of work on our top 5. We're struggling a little bit where we have 4 kind of have 4 up there, but we need a 5th runner to really round out our scoring. And there's a few of the freshmen that have been right there, but they need to move up a little further. And I think they're getting in better shape. So I think in a few weeks they'll be there.
And talking about freshmen, one of them, Nikki Aiken, was the top finisher for the Yellowjackets last week. Talk about her and what she's doing for the team right now.
Yeah, Nikki's doing a great job. She's really a redshirt freshman, so she didn't compete last year for us. But yeah, she put in a real solid summer, and she looks really good in practice. And yeah, again, she was our top finisher at Black Hills State, and they have a pretty good women's team over there. So yeah, she ran pretty even on a really hilly, challenging course over there. So we're pretty happy with Nikki, and we'll have Rio Frame back this week. She was out of town this last weekend, so missed the South Dakota or the Black Hills State meet, and so she'll be back this weekend as well. So it'll give us more of a 1-2 finish up there too. So.
And I imagine the experience at the Black Hills meet against a tough team on a hilly course will help them in Bozeman.
Yeah, it helped us break things down. We looked at the race and looked at their splits, and the thing that was really obvious to me and the other coaches was that they need to focus a little more on mid-race and really push themselves in the middle miles. So that's what we're going to work on this week. It's a 3-mile race, so we're going to try and get through the first mile comfortably and then push the second mile really hard. And then I really don't care what they have left. I want them to be able to step up mid-race, and I think they'll do really well if they can do that. They'll be able to find something to finish with. You always do, but I think some of the newer runners tend to let up mid-race because maybe they're not confident enough yet to feel like they can push themselves halfway through the race and then still have something left for the finish. So that's something we're going to work on, is our mid-race pacing.